Well, hello, my beautiful Cancerians. Welcome to my channel. This is Baba Jolie here with your singles love reading. I'm just cleansing your space here and I've meditated on your cards. For those of you who are returning, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for all your wonderful likes, shares and subscribes. I'm truly grateful for all your beautiful energy. Just a little reminder that this is a general reading. It may not resonate for everybody, so please take what is for you and leave the rest behind. Without further ado, let's get straight to your reading, my beautiful Cancerians. For those of you who are in a twin flame connection, just to let you know, this is not your reading if you feel like you're in one of those connections. This is a singles reading. I will be doing a twin flame reading in the next couple of days. So thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Let's get straight to it. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What are they meant to know for their highest good? Regarding new love, can you please guide them? We have karma. Okay, someone is, sorry, I'm just going to move that over there. When the sage kind of smokes up like that, it's an indication to me that there are some obstacles to overcome. Let's see what's happening there. We have destiny. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? We have true love. Loving that. And one more. For those of you who are interested, I'm using a Mirrors Love Oracle deck. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. Ooh. That's quite a few. Normally I don't take so much, but obviously they want to give you all of them. Okay, so we also have, we have money, we have wallflower, and we have work. Okay, so now I'm using Doreen Virtue's Romance Angels. Ooh, straight away, we have Codependency, we have Soulmate. Thank you so much. We have Keep an Open Mind, past life relationship, and we have finances and career. So they're indicating something similar actually on each side. So let's get straight to it, my beautiful Cancerians. They've obviously got quite a lot that they want to say. So we're going to start with karma. Okay, it really feels like someone that done you wrong in the past, perhaps even chose someone above you. Chose someone else instead of you, if there was a third party situation here, because they're really highlighting it's almost like a route for me. It feels like if this was a road, they're indicating 3 here. So there was possibly some sort of situation where you felt overlooked, Cancer, or someone didn't treat you very well in a relationship, made you believe that this was going to go somewhere, because they're highlighting that this looks like church doors. So you may have felt like this was it. You know, you may were in a relationship where you thought it was going somewhere, and they did you in some way wrong. They were unfair to you in some way. Well, they're receiving their karma, but also this is an indication with this card that what you truly deserve in love is coming your way. Okay. Because this card was followed by destiny, they're indicating that the hand of fate stepped into a past relationship and made it so uncomfortable that either you had to leave or the other person was guided to leave the connection because you deserve better. Okay, that's what they're indicating here. So whatever you've been giving out, Cancer, you're about to receive in return for your highest good. But this is like a Libran energy as well. So it's kind of going to balance things out for you. And there may be some sort of truth that comes out regarding this. We'll go deeper and find out here. But you may have some sort of reveal that you were not expecting. It may be that the other person is receiving some sort of just rewards for their shoddy behavior in the past. But it really feels like something comes to light here that actually allows you to move on. Okay, so we also have destiny. So the hand of fate has kind of stepped in here in this connection from the past. And it's actually, they're showing me that they're showing me here that you're being put on the path, almost like, because they're showing me the judgment card when I touch this. It feels like they're putting you on the path to meet your true love now. Now is the time, okay? You've been calling in your soulmate here, and this person's kind of like it feels like you've had a soul contract before, but also it's quite an interesting meeting with you and this person. there's something about you, Cancer. They're giving me that you're very shy, okay? Now, and it feels like it's very shy in when it comes to matters of the heart. You shy away from either making the first move, or, you know, you always think that someone wouldn't dare pick you. They probably would pick someone else. There's some sort of meeting here with this new person that comes on in, where they're kind of asking you to come out of your shell a little bit. And yeah, we're going to go deeper and find out what that is. But it is destiny, okay? You're meant to meet this person at this time. So if you felt like, oh, come on already, where is my soulmate? It's taken forever. The hand of fate, destiny, you know, divine timing is at play here. And it's bringing on in this true love. Now, this person will offer you their heart. It feels like this person will come towards you. But there's something about you being shy here. Yeah, something about you being shy here that, it's not that you shy away from this person, it just feels like you don't believe it or something. Perhaps this person reveals their feeling for you and you just don't believe it at first. I'm not sure what that is, but we will go deeper and find out there. It feels like, you know, you're too busy, like, doing life, sorting things out, getting your financial security together, you know, being an investor in your future here, because you're thinking, they're indicating this hand of destiny as well. It's like you're thinking about the future and how you're building solid foundations financially and for you and your family. And it feels like love is a bonus, and you've waited a long time for this, they're indicating. Okay, but it's coming on in here for you. And again, they're indicating, you know, we got money and we got work. So there's something here. You're just building your financial future. You may have even buried your head in work because of what happened in the past. Now, this could be down to, oh, okay. They just, when I touch this card, this money card, it's almost, they'll give me a sentence which is, well, what else is there? It feels like because you don't see that there's any love opportunity at this present time, it feels like you've been going after finances to make yourself wonderfully secure for when that moment that love steps on in. So it feels like you're very focused to do with your career right now, or getting some sort of business off the ground, because I really feel like there is some sort of secondary kind of income here. It feels like you may have like some sort of steady job here, but there's like a secondary, perhaps you're either thinking about moving jobs, or perhaps you've got some sort of sideline job that you're getting off the ground here, that is to do with your creativity. I feel like there's a 2 income stream here, so perhaps that's something you're thinking about. It feels like you're making a business plan. Okay, so you know, this work, I feel like there's like spreadsheets and lists and things, like you're making a plan to set something up in order to be financially viable for the future. It will be very successful. It's something to do with your heart, though. It is something that you love doing. Not just a normal kind of 9 to 5 kind of office job thing. It feels like it's on the side. And we have wallflower. So again, when I touch this card here, it feels like you may have felt like in the past, someone chose to be in a romantic relationship with somebody else over you. And there's a shyness here. Again, this wallflower. Now, it feels like with this card, you feel like you're never picked. Okay, Cancer? And it's because, well, they're giving me 2 energies now, which is, one is now is the time for you to be picked. See, the spotlight is on the central figure there. So now is the time for you to find this true love that's coming on in here. But also, it feels like, yeah, in the past, you may have been involved with somebody and they left a relationship with you kind of not in a very good way. And sort of immediately they seem to be seeing somebody else. Now, I'm not sure, I can't pick up right now on this, whether there was a third-party situation going on there. I feel a little bit with the karma card. but you feel like you're overlooked in some way for love. Now that could be that you feel like the universe has overlooked you in love and that you feel lonely. You felt a little bit left out there. But in the meantime, you're getting yourself wonderfully sorted with your career. Now we have codependency. Okay. Now, Cancer, this came up for another sign. What they're giving me here, I can't think of the sign it was. Perhaps it was Gemini, I'm not sure. So maybe you've got a placement in Gemini somewhere. They're giving me with this card, the codependency, it feels like the way you talk to yourself. There is some sort of addictive behavior here. Where you feel like you're not enough sometimes. You feel like you doubt yourself or second guess yourself as to whether you're, I don't want to say good enough because that's not it. It feels like there's either somebody when you were younger favored a sibling over you or favored someone over you. It feels like you from very young, you've in some way felt left out or felt like like you were left out. And it feels like as you've grown older, there are ways of talking to yourself that you have been negative, and it feels like sometimes you tell yourself that you're not good enough, or why would that person choose me because of this, that, and the other. They're asking, it's kind of like a sentence that they're giving me is, if someone else, they've done this for another sign, but it's coming up again with this card, with the energy of this card, which is, if someone, Cancer, talked to you and said, you're not good enough to do this, you'd be like, excuse me? Hell no, I can do this. How dare you tell me that I cannot do this? Who are you to be negative towards me? They're asking you to look at the way you talk to yourself. Why is it not okay for someone else to be negative towards you, and yet you think it's okay to be negative to yourself? They want you to watch how you talk to yourself because you're dependent on these thoughts. These thoughts make you feel like if something doesn't go your way that you're hoping for, that you've got like a coping mechanism. And whilst that is fine, it's human nature to do that, what you think about, you bring about. So if you're telling yourself that you're not good enough, or that, if a really attractive person that you find yourself gravitating towards, if you look at them and think, well, why would they want me? Then you kind of are, it's like a self prophesizing kind of event. What you think about, you bring about. If you think that they're not interested in you, then number one, you'll never know, and number two, it will be like that. Okay, you will manifest that energy. So they want you to look at that cycle. It's to do with your worth, your self-worth. Okay, they're just giving me the sentence which happiness is found within. Happiness is found within, because they're highlighting this figure here. She's holding a bunch of flowers, okay? It's very wistful. She's looking out to the distance, It feels like waiting for somebody. And I'm not saying you're waiting for somebody, Cancer, but there's an energy here of you overgiving. So there's also this codependency where you feel like you have to overgive so that someone else loves you back. You've got a wonderful, beautiful heart by yourself, and often when you overgive, people take advantage. They may not reciprocate the energy or the love in the same way, and it's a cycle that you get in. So once you feel the dynamics of a relationship shift, and one person stops giving in a connection, it feels like, Cancer, that you overgive because you're a loving, nurturing, healing, supportive person, that your natural tendency is to try and rebalance the situation by overgiving. But instead, you're tipping the scales even further, and that person that you're giving to does less and less and less because you do more. Okay, so there's something here with that tendency, a cycle, codependence, depending on others. It feels like you're overgiving and you're stuck in a cycle of that, okay? And your happiness isn't found in other people, it's found within, which I'm sure you know, Cancer. I'm not saying that, I'm not going to teach you how to suck eggs, but that's an energy that I'm picking up from this card. Now we have Soulmate, and it says, yes, this is your soulmate. So you may not have met this person just yet, but if you haven't, they're coming on in, they're on the horizon quite soon. It will be a very balanced relationship, okay? Very caring, very nurturing. There's also an indication, Cancer, to keep your barriers down, because if you've been hurt in love in the past, it's a natural human sort of coping mechanism to have a bit of a barrier, but sometimes we may not even know where we have a barrier, okay? So they're indicating with this card that this person will persist to get to know you, but there's something here where you feel like you're a little bit shy, so it's almost like your hard shell is on the outside and you go deep within and peep out like a crab, you know, to just, is it safe for me to love? Well, yeah, it is safe for you to love, but there is a very hard exterior that you may not even realize you're putting up, and this person will have to work a little bit extra to get to know you. I mean, that's no bad thing, because this person will prove themselves to you. There are very solid foundations in love that are being built here. They're again highlighting, they've been doing that a lot recently with this card. They're highlighting the pillars in the background. There are 6 of those. They've asked me to count them in the past. So there's 6 is the number of love, and they're very solid, okay? It's a very dreamy, romantic relationship. So you may even have kind of spotted this person already. I'm getting an indication that perhaps you've either met this person through a group of people already. You may have your eye on them. You may not have struck up some sort of romantic relationship with this person just yet, but if you've got your eye on somebody, they're indicating this is your soulmate. If not, I feel like you're going to meet them soon, and in some way they're connected to a group of people that you either work with or are your sort of soul tribe, because it feels like a group of people are coming together to advise you and sort of talk about this person kind of likes you, etc., etc. I feel like you hear that this person, this soulmate who's coming on in, this new love, you hear that they have feelings for you before this person actually approaches you. That's what I'm getting from this. Now it says keep an open mind, okay? Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. Yeah, I feel like your friends in some way, I feel like there's one person, it's either a friend or someone at work, as I said, someone that you kind of know. They kind of put this person forward and say, how about that person? I think this person's kind of, you know, look at the way they're looking at you, or they've expressed an interest in you in some way. You hear it from a second, you know, you hear it from a third party, as it were. You hear it from, not from the horse's mouth. The information is delivered to you. And at first you may even go, oh, I'm not so sure. There's a question mark here. They're giving me a little indication as well about friends and family liking this person. There's a conversation. I feel like you're having a conversation like, they're not my usual type, but what do you think? I mean, they're very nice, they're very caring. There is something where you question it a little bit at the beginning, Cancer. But it's, I don't know, it feels very much sort of, I don't want to say, I'm going to just tell you what it is. I don't want to say it in the wrong way. It's not like I feel like it's going to be like childish chatter in the playground or, you know, in college, you know, oh my gosh, I think he really likes you. Oh my God, really? Did he look at me like that? I don't think it's going to be like that, but it's going to be, there's going to be a lot of discussion about this person before you commit to them. That's what I'm getting here, okay? It's almost like your friends interview this person or in some way, you know, check out this person for you and report back. It's something like that. I'm not sure what that is, but that's the energy I'm getting. They've asked me to look at this card a little bit deeper, so I will. One moment, please. Okay, 2 things here coming up. One is, and I don't know what this is, but they're saying the triffids. The triffids. Now they're showing me a very huge leaf saying the triffids. I don't know what that is, so I will have to look that up myself, to be honest. Maybe it's the name of a plant, the triffids. They're not just saying triffids, they're just saying the triffids, okay? And it's a very huge leaf, kind of like in the shape of a, if you have a playing cards, it's in the shape of a spade. It's very big, okay? Perhaps if it is a plant that they're showing me, it's called the triffids, and if you've got one of those and it's your pride and joy, then there's something in this for you. Perhaps it's the name of something in particular, the triffids. Maybe it's the name of a place, or a bar, or a meeting place. I'm going to look it up myself, to be honest, but they're giving me that. If that resonates with you in some way, then there's something in this message for you. But also they're giving me a dream catcher. Okay, they're showing me a dream catcher. Perhaps you or this person have a conversation about dream catchers, but maybe you've just bought a dream catcher and you've just put it up. Maybe you're listening to this reading, and as you are listening to this reading, you've caught yourself looking at a dream catcher before I actually say it. Okay, if that's you, then there's something in this message for you. Okay, also they're showing me that you and this person go to the movies and watch a film about the woods. I don't know what that is, but they're just giving me that as well. So maybe make a note of that for the future, so that if you and this person, this true love is coming on in, says, hey, you want to catch a movie? It's something about the woods, okay? Or the woods feature heavily in it. Okay, we also have past life relationship. You have known each other before, so definitely divinely guided. You have a soul contract with this person. They were meant to meet you again in this lifetime, okay? You had very, very strong building blocks in your past relationship with this person. You may have even, okay, they're giving me two things. One, you were married to this person in a past life, but also you were a sibling of this person in a past life. So you've had two that they're indicating for me here. But the last time you and this person were together, you were married, okay? Just to indicate that there for you. This person, they made a pact in a past life never to let you go. You and this person made a very romantic pact. You will never ever let each other go, and you will find each other each lifetime. You made that promise to each other in the last time that you were on the physical plane, and now it's coming round. It's divinely guided for you. Beautiful energy. Very romantic. Now we also have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. They're indicating two things with this, Cancer. One is you're very picky, okay? And absolutely, you have to be picky, because you can't just end up with any old body, okay? You're very special, very unique, and your heart is so warm. You care so much about everybody that you radiate this beauty and this nurturing, healing energy. That's not for everybody, okay, Cancer? So you're very homely as well. So your homely space is your solace. You create this environment of peace, and not everybody should be allowed into that sphere to sort of mess with the energy, okay? So very special persons coming for you here, but they are indicating you're very picky, and you may have buried your head in your finances. That's what I'm getting here, quite heavily is what they're giving. That's really obvious. But I feel like you're pooling your money from place to place, pulling it together to do some sort of startup business or something on the side, okay? It feels like you're gathering information as well, in order to grow this thing from scratch. This is something that you're doing. Very unique, very, your heart and soul is in this thing. Okay, I'm just touching this card and they said shingles. So either shingles is stones, because I was looking to the back there when they said shingles. So either shingles is stones, a type of stones, or shingles I think is also something that you can get that has a rash. I'm not sure. If shingles in any way means something to you, resonates with you in some way, then there's something in this message for you, okay? Now we're just going to go to the White Witch Tarot to gain a little bit of information as to the energy we're dealing with from mid-September through to mid-October. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know regarding new love coming into their life? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. We have the Tower. So some sort of uncomfortable event is on its way to shake things up for you, Cancer. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides. We have the Magician. What you think about, you bring about. That's for sure. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Thank you. And we have the World. Okay. So, interesting energy we have here, my beautiful Cancerians. So, the Tower. Now, there's some sort of event that you're not expecting that arises here that you may feel is disruptive to your life, okay? Now, it doesn't have to be a negative surprise, okay? Just so you're aware, when the Tower comes along, it's almost like an act of nature, like a lightning bolt that strikes a tower, opening up the crown chakra there. Now, in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, the tower goes on fire, and two figures, they take a leap of faith into the unknown because the building's on fire. If they stayed where they were, the energy, they would be stuck. It would be more painful to stay where they were than to take a leap of faith. So a Tower moment comes along as an act of God or an act of fate from the universe to make you feel uncomfortable, to get off the fence, okay? So if you've been burying your head in work, Cancer, then an event is going to come along to literally give you a little nudge. Stop concentrating so much on work. Also, stop being negative about yourself. Your friends even may put you in a situation where they kind of put you and this person together, okay? And you are just kind of left with this new person to have a really awkward conversation that kind of highlights both you and them have feelings. You have feelings for each other. There's an awkward kind of event that's coming here that you feel like, oh God, why am I here? It feels like when you got the Tower, when you got the Tower in the protagonist energy, it is the energy that's propelling you forward. There is a fear of change here. You want love. It's something that you really are hoping for, but at the moment you're getting this either business structure or these finances for your future, something that your future self will thank you for, and you feel like you're not sure whether love is at the right time right now, because it may change certain aspects of your life and you'll have to give your attention over and your energy over to love. Because Cancer, you're all in when it comes to love. There's no wishy-washy about you. You got very deep emotions, okay? It takes a long time for you to actually fall in love and really give them that amount of trust with your heart. But once you're there, it's all in, okay? Now, you may feel like you don't want this right at this present moment in time, but love always comes when you're not expecting it and when it's inconvenient, right? So this is what it feels like with this card. So just when you're doing you and being your wonderful self, along comes love. Now we do have the Magician here. Oh, they're not finished here. They said this event is to open your third eye, okay? They want you to check in with your emotions and with your intuition. They want you to recognize that your intuition is on point. They're again highlighting that sometimes you doubt yourself. You doubt your wonderful instincts, and this event comes along to teach you were right. Okay? There's also something here that is attached to the karma. So you will hear some sort of information about someone in the past that you were right on, and you didn't want to believe it. Maybe out of the goodness of your heart, you wanted to believe in the good of other people, but it comes as a bit of a shock, okay? Not something that, that you won't get over, but it shows that, number one, karma is coming to teach that person a lesson, and also whatever part you played in it, if you were I don't want to say the good guy or the bad guy, but if you were the good guy in it, then you're going to get a whole dose of very positive karma coming back to you. But there is some information that rises to the surface there that may make you feel a little bit out of balance. Now we do have the Magician card. It's in the antagonist position. So this is an energy here where you have the ability to think about something and bring about something, okay? So you can manifest your visions and turn them into reality. And that's by using inspired action. But it's in the resistance position. So it suggests here that you either feel like you've been left out by the universe, and therefore why should you bother even trying to manifest anything when you're like, you know what, it's been so many years, nothing's happened, I've given up, you know, maybe I'm just unfulfilled potential when it comes to love, you know, I'm wasting my time here trying to manifest when it's not presenting itself on the physical plane. They're indicating a scattered energy, Cancer, okay? So they really want you to be optimistic about your love life. Difficult to do so. We're all human. It's very difficult when we are presented with situations that don't seem to go our way. But they want you to recognize that if we experience a rejection in life, or something doesn't work out for whatever reason, we're actually being redirected by spirit to something that is more important, okay? And is better for you in the long term, for your highest good, for your prosperity path. So, you know, rejection is God's redirection and protection also, because it feels like you had a lucky escape, okay? When you get this Tower moment in this particular position, it is the positive side of the card, which is you had a lucky escape from something, and when this information comes to the surface, you'll realize that, and actually it shakes up all the energy so that you can take a leap of faith towards something very positive for you. You have the power to manifest whatever it is you want, okay? You're very creative at this time. This is the energy to overcome resistance to manifesting and taking action. Okay, a magician takes inspired action, whether that's, you know, visualizing and putting emotions attached to those visualizations. So for example, if you've already got your eye on somebody, imagining this person with you in a relationship, those emotions that go with it, you're actually manifesting them and that relationship to the physical plane. So you can, what you can see in the mind, you can have in the hand. Okay, be mindful of what you tell yourself, the negative thoughts. They just want, again, to reiterate that. Now we have the world, okay? Now the world is twofold. This is the completion of a cycle of goals, lessons that were learnt, okay? We're all here, sent here to learn lessons before we can move on. And these lessons were heavy, Cancer. This is a unified energy, okay? So this means you're letting go of anything that does not serve you, any baggage from the past, because it's too heavy, and you are using this unified energy in order to rebirth something new. New cycles come on in. Also, you're being your authentic self, okay? Anything that you may have hidden away, because wallflower indicates, you know, this shy energy. Anything that you've hidden away, thinking, you know what, that little part of me, it's a little bit quirky, maybe nobody wants to see that. Spirit is saying everybody wants to see that, especially this soulmate. They're going to fall in love with you for everything. Your beauty, your heart, your soul, your mind, your talents, your flaws, everything. Okay? This person will come with an open hand, wanting to love you and want love back. And this is you being ready. Okay? Now, this is also a travel card. So, something that you're expanding on in terms of your work or your business could lead to some sort of travel here. Now, this could be out of state. It could be you're traveling for a vacation. We're going to go deeper and find out. It could also be that you're thinking about emigrating, okay? That could also play a part in where you meet this person, but we're going to find out here. This card in the unified position, which is the overall energy, the outcome. They're suggesting here with this, you're in the right place right now. The universe is lining things up for you. Divine timing is at play. And what is right for you will never pass you by, okay? There is about to be a rebirth here. Now they're indicating, sometimes they do this with this card, they're indicating the fall, okay? So I know this reading is into mid-October, but which, you know, we're kind of getting into the fall now if we're not into it already. they're indicating that this is quite soon, okay? If you haven't got your eye on someone already, then this is quite soon, because they're indicating the fall here. And there's something to do with music as well here. We're going to go deeper and find out, but I feel like, yeah, there's something to do with music. Either you play music or you've restarted doing music again to get back into things, something to do with your heart. Perhaps the business that you're setting up has got something to do with music, or this person has. Let's see. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Great Angels. Can you please guide? Ooh. So we have the Hermit. We have, interesting. Okay. Just going to put this here. Okay, they're not finished with that deck. So the Hermit. You've been doing a lot of thinking, Cancer. This is you being solo, okay? You've gone on a personal quest for truth, spiritual illumination. You may have been taking up spiritual practices. This really feels like also you may have been wondering about someone from the past. Wondering if you can, because I feel like this person from the past sometimes drops back on into your life. And you're wondering, do you still hold a candle for this person or not? As you can see here, there's a little candle holder, and it feels like back in the recesses of your mind, way down, there's a little residue that wonders, what if with this person? Why did that person do this to me? What happened there? When they come back, it feels like they love me. Should I wait for them? There's a real kind of blow that comes. There's some information that comes to the surface here that allows you to let go of that person in the past, okay? Just to let you know, just to prepare you for that. But this is, it feels like this is you going solo, as it were. And I feel like you're wondering, you know, what is your destiny? You're asking the big questions. Where am I meant to be? And it feels like also you're thinking about this relocate. It feels like there's like a relocation here. Like you want to move somewhere different. You want a fresh start somewhere else. This figure is looking out to sea, and it feels like you're looking off to foreign lands. Okay? Or somewhere that is different to shake up the energy. And it feels like you're on the precipice of thinking about taking a leap of faith, but you felt a bit stuck. So you really went away to really think about it. Well, the universe is delivering you an event here that means you will be in no doubt in which direction you need to go. Now we have the Four of Wands, okay? And this is my marriage card, basically. So we've got here like the Four of Wands. You may have been thinking about you want to bring in a soulmate where you get married, okay? Because this is my halfway to marriage card, basically. And it feels like a celebration. A lot of friends coming together to celebrate this union with you and this person. You may meet this person traveling. It may be travel for work. It could be travel that you and some friends have. This is interesting. They'll give me a word, retreat. Retreat. So either this may have popped up before for another sign. I feel like this has happened before. I'm not sure. It's happened for another reading for somebody else. But I'm getting the words, this time I'm getting the word retreat. Okay, now I can't tell if that's like when you meet this person, you kind of protect yourself, you're very shy, or whether you meet this person actually on a retreat that you have scheduled. Okay, that perhaps you and some friends have decided to go away on. It may be a spiritual retreat, but it's going to be very successful. Okay, and there is something connected here to meeting this person. Okay, wands are about passion. So whatever it is you're trying to achieve that speaks to your soul, sets your soul on fire, there is cause for celebration in and around this place. Okay, now we have the Three of Cups. It's an indication here that your friends, they got your back. Okay, you got a huge circle of support here. No matter what, they want you to move forward. They want you to meet somebody. They want to support you every step of the way. okay? And they may have even talked to you about the way that you talk to yourself, because they're highlighting the Nine of Swords and the Wallflower for me as I touch this card. There's also a symbol on that figure's back. It's a Celtic symbol, and it means to move forward, okay? So your friends are coming together to celebrate you moving forward. So it feels like they really don't like this person from the past, okay? So if this person from the past tries to come back into your life in some way, because if you think about the person from the past, you will manifest them coming back into your sphere, okay? There is, they are giving me a slight residue of electricity, energy, that is going towards a past person in memories, okay? So be mindful that you could also be drawing this person back into your life for a reunion, but there is new love on the table here for you that is your destiny. And it feels like your friends are kind of trying to help you move forward rather than and let you see that the best cycle there is to end the cycle from the past and move forward. They want healing here for the situation. They want the best for you, okay? Now, also, yeah, it feels like you and your friends or your soul tribe, you're going away somewhere. Yeah, because again, they're giving me retreat. So if you've planned some sort of event for you and your family, or you and your soul tribe, your friendship circle, could even be your soul tribe at work. It feels like that's where you come into the vicinity of this new love. Now we have the Nine of Swords, okay? During this time where you felt alone, there was a lot of anxiety, okay? Perhaps you couldn't sleep a lot, a lot of negative thoughts, okay? But they're indicating this white crow here. So it really feels like there is hope, okay? There is hope that the ending of this is near, okay? Because we're just on the precipice of the 10 there with that Nine of Swords. So any anxiety is being relieved, but it has been quite a tumultuous time. They're just giving me an energy of how difficult it has been for you, Cancer, with something in the past that happened to you. Very painful that you're... there's still a bit of a wounding there that is to be healed. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide? Thank you so much. How would you like to proceed? Thank you. Three of Wands. Okay, and one more for my beautiful Cancerians. What do they need to know for their highest good? Can you please guide them? Thank you so much. Ooh, loving that. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse. And we have the Two of Wands, okay? So the Three of Wands in the reverse, there may have been a bit of a setback in planning this retreat or event with your friends to go away. But it feels like you're waiting for the right moment, okay? You got the Three of Wands in the reverse there, and you got the Two of Wands, which means you may be waiting for some sort of result of something before you can move forward. And it could be to do with travel plans, because it's in the world position. So they're suggesting here that maybe you're waiting for what's going on around the world at the moment, being able to replan the trip if it was put on hold, delayed in some way. But you're just waiting for the right moment now. You actually are raring to go. You want to experience something new. You felt like enough with being on your own. You want to get out there. I feel like this energy of just... let's go, let's have fun. Life is too short. You want to, you're starting to see the hope for the future, okay? Now we're just going to go to the Fountain Tarot to gain a little bit more information. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians regarding new love? Okay. Tower. So there we go. An indication of this event that happens. It feels a little bit uncomfortable. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? We have the Star card. Okay, thank you so much. Ooh. And we have the Four of Coins. So it's interesting because they've just said, as soon as that came out, they said tents. So there's actually two tents in two different decks that have popped up here. If maybe you're going camping, I don't know. There's something about a retreat that they keep highlighting here that is very healing. So perhaps you meet this person at that event. Let's move this over here so I have a little bit more space. Now the Tower card, it feels like I mean, maybe you don't even want to, maybe you're a bit worried and nervous about traveling to this retreat, and you're thinking, should we really go, guys, girls? I mean, this is not a gender specific reading, it's about the energy. It's something that, you know, it feels like it's not something you're expecting. It's a bit of a surprise, but you're not sure if you want to go with it. Okay? But then they're also giving me an energy of surrendering to the universe and allowing it to just happen, because whenever we get a tower moment, a lot of people get very scared about it, but it's often sent from the universe to make us feel so uncomfortable that there is no other option but to change, okay, to shake up the energy. They realize you're stuck in a rut in terms of your love life, and they're sending an event that makes you feel a little bit, as I said, uncomfortable, but it leads to a wonderful outcome. Okay, so we got the star card here, Aquarian energy. So this is a renewal of hope. Miracles are happening on your love life in the physical plane. You have to have faith. So now is the time for you to be in the spotlight. There's celebration here, waiting for the right moment. But it's like your wishes are coming true. When you get the star card, it's about, you know, you've wished upon a star, and whatever it is that you're hoping for, especially if it's under the Magician card, success is yours. Okay, they've just given me something as well, Cancer. It's like you reign supreme over the battle scars. Okay, so something that really wounded you in the past, you're going to see that you're coming out on top. You're rising above it, either through healing, but it feels like you're about to meet the love of your life that just cancels out any battle scars from the past, any wounding that you had there, okay? You may also have something to do with work that you're get some sort of recognition for, and successful news comes on in there. Very abundant card, but there is an illumination that happens here, okay? Next to the Tower card, something comes to the surface to illuminate and give clarity, and you see where you got it good, okay? So very, very exciting time when that star card comes up. And we have the Four of Coins. You're thinking about the long term, okay? Longevity in relationships. You're not looking for anyone who's not investing in a connection for the future. After a period of cold, it feels like, yeah, after a period of feeling left out in the cold, you know, you found your solace in money by, you know, creating a foundation of finances in order to squirrel it away for the future. And you're just thinking long term only. Now I'm going to pull a card on that Four of Coins. No, not that deck, thank you. I'll just go and get this deck, sorry. I'm using the traditional Rider-Waite Tarot to gain any further information they'd like to give. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians regarding this new love that's coming on in? Three of Wands. It's the exact same message. I mean, you can't write this. It's like this event, you're waiting there. So, something, you know, there was some sort of setback in your travel plans or something. Thank you so much. Could you please guide? Hangman, waiting. Same thing there. And it feels like also you may have been a victim of some selfish behavior from someone in the past. It was very unfair. Can you please give me a timeline when this wonderful new love comes on in for my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know? Please highlight for their greater good. What are they meant to see? Thank you so much. It's delayed. Okay, so it's something here that you've been planning that's been delayed there. I mean, all three cards, if you even look them up, the meanings of them, all three in reverse, I'll show you them in a moment. They're all waiting cards, okay? Waiting for the right moment. Something is delayed. Thank you so much. Ooh. And then they come in. Okay, we have Page of Pentacles, and we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? Any further messages before we close the reading? I'm truly grateful for the messages so far. Thank you so much. Oh, what a power card to land on. So we're just getting the same message here, my beautiful Cancerians. let's go. Just to let you know, we ended on the Four of Wands there in the upright. So we have Three of Wands in the reverse. Again, same message, waiting for the right opportunity to be able to travel, or you've had some sort of setback here. Now this could be travel for work, as I said, or a group of friends of that you've booked something and you've had to reschedule or something like that. The Hangman, it's you're waiting, but also they'll give me an indication with this card. It's hard to get a new perspective on someone who did you wrong or was unfair to you in the past, and it feels like it's quite painful. So you may have pushed it to the side, thinking, "I'm over that. I'm over it." But they've given me an indication that maybe you haven't quite dealt with it fully. There's a little bit of residue there, but it feels like you're just waiting. When you get this Hangman in reverse, you're just waiting, and during that time, you feel like it feels like you're mulling over the times where you may have fallen victim to someone who was very selfish, who was a traitor to you in some way, and there's lack of confidence here because we've got that Six of Wands in the reverse as well. So it's just chipping away at your confidence, Cancer. So they want you to be mindful, really, what you think about, you bring about, okay? So you lower your vibes and your frequency when you think about negative things that happened in the past, because it's still attached to emotions. So unless you're thinking about things in the past and they don't trigger any emotions in you, then that shows that you've moved on. But at the moment, they're not showing me that. Now we have the Sun card in the reverse. So they're indicating that this is slightly on, whatever wonderful, exciting event you may have planned here, it's slightly on hold. Delayed gratification when you get this card, just waiting for the right opportunity that will bring happiness. The Sun is the most abundant card in the deck, but it's on hold. So there is a suspended energy. And we got the Tower. So the Tower is, the Tower, we have the Page of Pentacles over that. So there is someone coming on in here. They could be a Capricorn, earthy energy there, who is here to give you a solid offer in love. Okay, now this could coincide with some sort of job opportunity here, this new job that you're getting off the ground, or a new, perhaps you're thinking about moving into a different sector. It feels like there could be a timeline that it's in the same time, if that makes sense. It corresponds at the same time. So this person's very patient. They're very hardworking. Okay. Yeah, it's like just when you receive some sort of financial news that's very abundant and exciting, this is when you meet this new person. Okay, so whatever you're waiting for, because, that Three of Wands and this Two of Wands here, you're waiting for some sort of result. So it could be financial news or something, and that's when this person sort of comes into your life and comes towards you with a solid offer of love. Okay, and now we have the Six of Wands in the reverse. They're indicating here a lack of confidence. Again, this wallflower energy where you feel like you're passed over in love, or in whatever you're passionate about, you feel like it never goes your way. Well, things are about to change, but this is the energy to overcome. Okay, because it's in the resistance position, the antagonist position. So they want you to have confidence. They want you to win. They want you to be successful. Okay, when you get this in the reverse here, it suggests that you may feel like retreating from this person, thinking, well, they'd never pick me. Why would they pick me? Well, they pick you. I've already told you why. Spirit's giving me an indication of your beautiful, warm heart. You deserve love. Okay, you're deserving. And we're ending on the beautiful Four of Wands. This is my, as I said, halfway to marriage. Okay, so when friends can come together, either on this retreat or in some way, I feel like you meet this new person through them. There is celebration here. As you can see, the wands are about passion. They're about what you're strongly emotional about, and there is a victory wreath there. So you're halfway to victory of high-level commitment relationship if that's what you're looking for. We all have free will, so you may not be looking for a conventional type relationship with that. But this is success. As you can see, those two figures, they found each other, okay? And they're coming together and people are celebrating them. So wonderful time, and it's over the Four of Coins, so longevity here. This relationship will last the test of time. There's long-term security here. And it's investment. You just got to believe in yourself and know your worth, my beautiful Cancer. You deserve love. You're worthy of love, for sure. Okay? So we're just going to leave that there. And I'm just going to give you a Wisdom of the Oracle card to close a reading. Thank you so much, Spirit Guides, Guardian Angels. Can you please guide my beautiful Cancerians? What do they need to know regarding this reading? Sorry, I paused for a moment because they're showing me a little, it's like a diamond-shaped candy. It's like fudge with chocolate on it, and there's ridges on top. Maybe you're eating that as you listen to this message. Or perhaps this person won't give you that, but write that down for the future. We have chopped wood. Interesting. This came up for someone else. Perhaps it was Gemini. Chopped wood. And it's it's number 42. So 4, when you reduce it, 4 plus 2 is 6. So that's the number of love. Okay, it's the lovers, Gemini energy. So deep love, deep partnerships to come here. But it's about getting your house in order beforehand, okay? The mundane things in life, doing it day to day. And that's when you kind of like, Spirit says, oh yeah, look, you're tending to your life, just getting on with it, not expecting anything. And then along comes love. When it's very inconvenient for you, when you're thinking that you don't really want to shake things up a little bit, along comes love. Now, they're indicating a couple things here. One is this person may be a water element as well. They may have another water element, Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio in their chart, but also fire element. So Aries, Leo, Sag, definitely a Capricorn placement somewhere. Just want to indicate that. Before we move on. Now I'm just going to read what this means from the book, because I wouldn't want to tell you anything wrong. There's some stars in this card as well, so there's healing. That is a little bit of residue left on that healing before this person comes on in, but it's quite soon. Okay, we're on the horizon with this one. 42. Again, they're saying the fall, so that World card is calling to me the fall. And it says here, being grounded in everyday experience, humility. There are times when the big dream is meant to lie dormant in your consciousness so that you can pay attention to the simple chores in your life. Consider why pruning a tree is the forerunner of delighting in the beautiful blooms when it is in full blossom. The mundane act of pulling off dead leaves, watering the soil, and then leaving it to let nature take its course is an important step in manifestation. Take your attention away from the goal brings you into a state of receptivity. This is the deeper purpose for releasing attachment. When you engage in everyday tasks in a meditative, contemplative way, you clear the energy to receive your aha moments, which bring you ever closer to what you seek. And the relationship message is, nothing is as important right now as just doing what you need to do day to day. Let your heart remember that not everything has to be hard-won, passionate, or even obviously meaningful. Relationships and friendships go through lulls when everyday tasks are at the center of awareness. This is perfect now. Hold hands, wash dishes, make a fire, read a book, share a meal, say nothing, stare into space, pick up socks, tell a dumb joke, and leave space to breathe. The work of your relationship right now is very simple. Just be present. Funny how it takes work to just be. All is well, really. Okay, so the prosperity message is, now is the time to take small steps rather than large leaps on the journey to creating your most prosperous life. Move your focus off your big dream and attend to the mundane chores. Focus on the little things that may have piled up while you've been mapping out the greater plan of your life that you aspire to see manifest into reality. Chop wood, carry water, as the Zen proverb advises. or wash dishes, walk the dog. While you're doing all that, Spirit will have a chance to move mountains and set wondrous miracles in motion for you. Remain humble and aware of the present. Okay, my beautiful Cancer. We will leave that there. I just get a trinket before we go. Thank you so much, Spirit guys. Ooh, straight away. We have, so we have the turtle. Okay, so slow progress, but slow and steady wins this race. Okay, but also they're indicating the hard shell, because you know when the turtle feels like something's changing in its environment, that they're not, they're not sure what impact it will have on them, they go into their shell. There's something about here you kind of moving back when this person comes forward. Don't be shy. Okay, this person, they love you and they want to love you. They want to get to know you. Don't doubt it. Okay, and don't doubt yourself. So there's something there in this trinket for that as well. Where would you like this? Where would you like this? They want it on the Four of Wands, okay? So an indication of celebration to come. This is what you're moving forward towards. And, you know, friends will be coming together again to celebrate in unity. But also, as I said, that's my halfway to marriage card. We also have the fleur-de-lis. Oh, they want it the other way around. No, what is it? Okay, no, this way around. No, okay. So we have fleur-de-lis here, okay? So the best of the best is coming for you, Cancer. This is always my indication of royalty. I normally connect this to the Emperor. So Aries energy there, that fire element. Someone who respects you. Someone who plans for the future. Someone who you may feel like is a father figure, okay? Now, I don't mean that you look at your father or your masculine guardian and think that, it looks like the person. But there's something familiar and safe and comforting about this person. That's what I'm getting from the fleur-de-lis. You'll know it when you see it. Where would you like this? They want it on the Page of Pentacles. Now, interesting, just to let you know, the Page of Pentacles, often that is a younger energy. But I really feel like this person may have done some sort of new startup in their career also. That's the energy I'm getting from this new person that comes on in. Perhaps that's where you kind of meet this new kind of startup financial energy. I don't feel like this person is immature. They may be a little bit younger than you, but I feel like they come with a solid offer. They mean business. Okay, Cancer? So we'll leave it there. I hope something resonated in this reading for you. If it did, please like or subscribe to my channel. Completely free for you. All you have to do is press a little bell. Apparently that's important. It lets you know when I update my next message and lets me know that you resonate with the reading, which is very, very important for me. Thank you so much, my beautiful Cancerians. Love and light.